All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin NFC North Podcast, episode 165. Packers survive the Bears. Lions and Vikings roll, plus Week 15 NFC North preview. Lots to get to. It was an epic, interesting week. Trev, as we get started, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on the top of the NFC North. Packers, baby. Woo! Okay, you can find me everywhere. RevTrevNFL. If you like people bashing the Bears, telling truth, you should follow me on all my channels. We're talking TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X. I'm even on Twitch. It's insane. I'm everywhere. Come and follow me because you're going to love my content. It's just hilarious. It's fun. It's passionate and realistic.
I knew this was coming. Definitely like and subscribe if you have to, obviously. You can find me on NFLOutdated on Twitter, X. You can find me on YouTube, NFLOutdated on Instagram, and find us on the TikTok, Freezin 4 Pod, and always answering all my fans after losses. I spent several hours with all of my many Green Bay Packer fans of mine. Seventh letter. It was a treat, always a treat to talk to the green and gold faithful at any time. But the seventh letter, where can everyone find you as we get started?
Seventh letter 4 on Twitter, X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. Good to see you gentlemen today.
So yes, you guys said maybe you're worried about me, but hey, you know me. It takes me a couple days. I never run away. I never hide. Packer fans like to do that. They like to run away and hide when there are losses. But me, I face up and I answer all of the tweets that I can. They're all coming in. And even these tweets right here, if the Bears still suck, the Packers have to as well. So we're going to get into a lot of that logic before we get there. Welcome again to Shelby. Glad to have you. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
Shelby Tweten on Instagram, Twitter, X, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
Glad to have you. And obviously, we'll be talking about the Vikings win as well. But we got to start. We got to start with the major game of the weekend. And I'm going to let you start, Trevor, since you have
about the Vikings game.
We'll eventually talk about the Vikings game because it was consequential. I mean, obviously, there still is a path to relevance for the Vikings, right? I mean, it's there. All right, so, and welcome, Viking guy. Welcome, Dre. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm feeling
good. Where can we find you?
You can hit me up on X, Twitter, at Skullman Sports.
All right, Trevor. So, you got the win, and now you have the floor. So, Packers escape the Bears. 2021 at Lambeau. Hand out some helmet stickers.
Just to start, Packers didn't escape anything. We were in the lead. We were in the lead. And here's the thing. I want to talk to you, Andy, about something real quick because I keep seeing your tweets and all your stuff.
all my fans that I'm talking to. Yeah, go ahead.
I know. It's awesome. Okay. But I want to use it. You said you almost beat us. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't almost do nothing. Last year, you said, oh, we almost swept you if it wasn't for the blocked field goal, right? And so that's true. You almost beat us on that game. The second one, you beat us by a field goal, and we'd already secured a playoff spot. So just a reminder, that game did not matter at all. It mattered to you. That was your Super Bowl. I understand. But they were close games, right? They were close games. This time, we beat you by more. So it's not like you're getting better. You're getting worse. So the next time, just saying, what's the difference between 3 points and 7 points? Quite a bit. So even if you pick the spread, we even would have won that. So all those guys that picked Chicago. So here's the thing about the game. Jordan Love was better than Caleb Williams. You guys were atrocious in the first half. Absolutely atrocious. We hammered you in the first half. We scored 14 points in the first half. We've been having real difficult time scoring in the first half over the this season. We figured it out and scored another 14 points in the second half. Scored another 14 points in the second half. The Bears woke up in the second half, which was encouraging for the Bears fans. Gave you a little bit of hope, and then we crushed your dreams at the end with the Dick Nixon INT. But in saying that, my favorite play of the whole game, helmet sticker goes to this guy for sure. I know it's going to be Love and Watson and even Bo Melton, but I'll tell you right now, Josh Jacobs, that run, I have watched that run over and over. He made 4 guys miss. It was 3 or 4 Bears miss. That was crucial. That was clutch. That was amazing. I just want you to know, as a Packers fan, I loved every single minute of it. And now I did think that the Bears had played. I thought Caleb had that pass that Caleb made in the end zone through the hands of Nixon. That was really that was elite. That was elite.
That was a better catch.
I agree.
Oh, plays
that
perfect.
That was supposed to be a pick. That was a better catch.
Randy Moss says the difference between what corners and wide receivers are. Wide receivers can catch.
Yeah, that was a better catch.
But I've been telling you, Andy, that Zacchaeus kid that you guys have, he's good. He's real good. And I was there. But I'm just saying, you're going to have all the excuses, what injuries. Everyone's injured, okay? Everyone's injured. So I don't know what you can say other than you lost. You're going to take the big fat L. Just saying.
All right. Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
How long do you want me to talk? I could go all night.
I could go all night, especially with how many tweets I've gone back and forth. So when you look at how the Bears controlled that offense, that second half, obviously it was a tough first half. The toughest thing was Kyler Gordon getting injured pregame and really kind of hurting Dennis Allen's entire game plan on the defense. And in the press conference, Ben Johnson's not very happy with Kyler Gordon. He said he doesn't know the player. He doesn't. We just signed him to a long-term contract, and all these soft tissue injuries. So we're not sure about Kyler Gordon. That really hurt us, set us back. The other thing, Jalen Johnson, he is still getting back, and he was not 100%. And so those things allowed Christian Watson to be able to, get free for some of those big pickups. And obviously, I told you last week, I was afraid of Jaden Reed. He ended up coming back, and he hurt us in some crucial moments. But you're right, Jacobs had just a solid run. And so what I would say to that, Trevor, is it took a Herculean effort from Jacobs to continue to push the ball down the field. Otherwise, we had all the right? We had all the momentum, seventh letter. We had all the momentum. And you know that had we scored that touchdown, Ben Johnson was going for 2. He was absolutely going for 2, and he was going to steal the hearts of the Packer fans right out of their chests. So what's that? Go ahead, seventh letter.
Going for 2. You guys came to play, man. I was actually out there looking like a team in the second half. The defense,
what I loved,
defense played all right. I mean, of course, Johnson is a bum. He got barbecued on that long Christian Watson play. I told you he's a bum.
He is.
He's a bum. He's a bum. But again, another 50% passing completion percentage. Caleb again.
And here's the thing: 50%, and we were look at all this stuff. We were right there at the end.
Your defense played well.
Caleb Williams made some plays when he needed to.
But then he ruined the game when it counted. Like he threw it right to him.
Okay.
I thought it was Justin Fields out there.
So yeah, that was hard. That was there are a few things we could have done there, right? The biggest thing, a lot of positives from that. I'm taking positives. We stuck with a team that everyone is saying is a Super Bowl contender. If you say online that the Packers are a Super Bowl contender, then you mean the Chicago Bears are right there. We're right there.
They haven't blown really nobody out this year.
What's that?
They ain't blown nobody. The only people that blew out, I guess, was us the first game. But everybody else was close game.
What Well, here's the thing, and I have all these Packer fans that were saying, "Oh, all these calls and stuff." Sorry, if you watch the game, that one play that to the tight end that hit the ground. Come on, I mean, all these calls. Keyshawn Nixon, he's a bum as well, and then he showed up when he needed to. He just made some stupid penalties, stupid plays as far as like he approached the Bears player, and then obviously he got choked. Whatever, but that was his fault. So. And he's saying holding Parsons, all these things. But hey,
game, they don't really.
I mean, that some of those are pretty
the Packers were holding the Bears defenders too. So hey,
I mean,
all game.
Yes, holding happens arguably on every play of the game, but some of those are just really bad that they weren't called.
They do it the 8-yard just a lot too.
We hung in toe-to-toe on the road without our top number one wide receiver, without our top linebacker, without our quarterback. We held in with a team that everyone says is Super Bowl contender. I love it. 2 weeks. We got you. We got you, Trev. We got you.
No, listen. It was Bears fans that were saying you're going to the Super Bowl. That's what the amount of posts I saw last week. Bears are going to the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. We got this.
That wasn't me.
And I'm like, make the playoffs first.
That wasn't me.
Make the playoffs. And it's insane. Your whole fan base is so delusional. I get you haven't been there in a while, and you're excited. Be excited. Be happy. Go for it.
You know who has
that you're going to like, we're winning the Super Bowl? It's like, heck no.
Do you know who else hasn't been to the Super Bowl in a while? The Green Bay Packers.
That is true. Guess what? We're the last team in the NFC North to win a Super Bowl by a mile.
That's a long time ago, though. Long time ago.
That is true.
What are we going to talk about here?
All right. Well,
two of us haven't won any, so
that's the point.
That is true.
Shelby,
but,
thank you for pointing that out.
It is crazy in national media how we are all getting the Bears are getting a lot more kudos from a loss than I mean,
y'all played tough. I'll look at the game. I said, y'all have much to be. I bet you next time they'll take that more seriously.
Come on, seriously. I tell you, I got to make that shirt, Trev. Monin guy is my guy.
Yeah,
holy cow! You saw that? Like he just like
he run hard.
Oh he's man, good. He knocked the paint off of, and he didn't fall down. So I love that. So many positive things. I mean, obviously, I went through it on Twitter a little bit. I'm good now. On to Cleveland.
I was sitting there, Andy, and I was thinking, I think Andy might need to go to anger management or some kind of therapy.
That was my therapy.
I'm getting worried.
That was my therapy.
His mind. But it was funny.
That's what happens when you feel close.
But we were though. We were close. It was just it was so yeah. And I was sitting next to my son, who's a Packer fan. So
I think it's because
you pushed him on the floor.
Like
I turned the TV off actually.
Your defense has been good, but like Caleb Williams, when you look at the way he's actually played, he's not doing what he needs to do. I think it's like he looks fancy because he's slippery and he like gets out of situations. So it's like, oh, okay, he looks like he's like a good scrambler and he can make some plays. But it's like when he needs to make the play, is he actually making the play? And he just makes some stupid mistakes. I think that if you had a better quarterback, then maybe there would be more conversation about the chances. But I think once you get into the playoffs, you're going to be very disappointed. I would just start mentally preparing now.
I'm good. So if we make the playoffs, that's to me, we are the 2015 Chicago Cubs. Make the playoffs. We're a year ahead of schedule. Year ahead.
If he ever learns how to hit the layup, he's gonna be good.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. And what I love,
definitely these things there.
What I love, you have a coach, Kayla, that and Ben Johnson is going to challenge him on that stuff, and he's not going to let him just Eberflus his way through. So I
think he should roll him out the pocket more. He was killing the pass outside the pocket. Like
I absolutely
like that's like if he gets time to make time because he's gonna hold the ball. If he sits in there, that's when he gets in trouble, maybe gets sacked or whatever. But if you start rolling him out and get him move his base a little bit, he got time to look because that's where his eyes work the best. Like I would put him into that.
What I don't understand is, and nobody in Chicago understands the DJ Moore usage. Like it's just like with how much we paid him, and just he got like they were trying to get him hurt. Like it was like that play, just like it was like, oh gosh, like seriously, like it was nuts. And obviously I had him on fantasy. I thought Dunze out. I thought he'd have a big game, but he didn't.
He had one reception for -4.
That was the one he got blown up. It was. You watch that play. It was like I thought everyone couldn't believe he actually held on to the ball.
Well, and it was a penalty.
Was that a penalty?
He hit DJ Moore before the ball got there.
It should have been a penalty. Yes.
Yeah, it should have totally been a penalty.
So, but hey,
I'll take that penalty if you give us all 6 Micah Parsons ones. But I'm just saying,
get out of here with those. Get out of here. Hey, you can't throw cold water on me right now. I am all good. I am on to Cleveland.
Because he's already frozen.
Yo, man, don't let them boys beat you.
I know, and we'll get to that. Let's go ahead and get to the Vikings. Evidently, they showed life here. They blanked the Commanders 31-0. So hand out some helmet stickers, Shelby, on this one.
I mean, JJ McCarthy. Like, if we're talking about just this game, right? Because let's make that very clear. This game was what we were expecting of him, right? He seemed calmer. He was seeing the field. He was getting the ball out when he needed to. He was running. No interceptions, right? 3 touchdowns. It was a very fun game to watch. Just not even – I'm so past the enjoyment of this year, right? It was like watching it. It was more excited about the future and like what could come, because like Seventh Letter's been saying all year, there is moments where JJ McCarthy looks like he has that grit to play. And when he does lock in, he does it. Now, granted, it's against the Commanders, yada, yada, yada. But I think that we really needed that for team morale. It was great seeing Justin Jefferson smiling on the sidelines, actually feeling like he's happy to be there again. You know, it was just one of those, it felt like a full team. We had the run game. That was another reason that was putting, JJ McCarthy in a better place. Our defense is amazing. Van Ginkel got his signature tip ball and interception. There was just a lot of things that I was like, these are all the good things that I've seen in the Vikings in one game. It just sucks that it doesn't really matter. Like, I would
say no screens to his side. Whatever side he's on, no screens. Because that's where he get all his picks to his side.
It literally, like, someone tweeted where it was like an announcer, and he was like, there needs to be a guy that just makes sure the plays don't go to Ging's side, because it's like, it does not matter. But I also saw another TikTok where it was like a Vikings fan. There was like, this is the time of the season where it doesn't matter anymore. You're hopeless. You're cut off because you know you're not going to playoffs and the team sucks. And then all of a sudden we start winning games, and like, you're like, the one little sliver of chance you're going to the playoffs comes back, and you're like, okay, maybe. And then the last game of the season, you're completely let down. So I'm trying not to get too excited. Obviously, I'm not too excited, but it was a really fun game. I think we needed it after the last week. It was the first time a team shut out a team after a shutout since 1992, which is crazy. It's not a normal thing, but yeah, I mean, it's good to see JJ McCarthy has those moments and that potential, and seeing Justin Jefferson happy. What
I was going to say is, hopefully you weren't going to say earlier that the Bears got a better QB like JJ.
I think they're very similar.
Okay, and in week one, it seemed like they were.
No layups in their game.
Yeah.
But I heard Paul Allen, a longtime radio voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen, say he hates the whole 9 persona. Like, it's ridiculous.
I mean, he should have never said that, but let's not act like everybody doesn't have some sort of thing that they tap into. Like, I have okay, look at Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. Because she's Beyonce, people don't judge her. If it was Tom Brady that was like, oh, I have this guy that I tap into, they'd be like, fuck yeah. But it's because he's JJ McCarthy and he had a shitty game next week that people are like, haha, what a loser. But like, let's not act like anybody in sports or performance or anything like that, you're not tapping into some sort of alter ego or alter place to get you there. I just think people think he's corny.
That's what I tap into after Bears loss. So
what's your alter ego, yo?
My alter ego is NFL outdated. Yeah. So, but I mean, that's the thing. I think just what KOC was saying on an interview there, that just he can be himself, and I think JJ can be good. You have to give him time, and obviously, maybe this is good in the last few games to actually see what you have with him.
Kevin O'Connell also was calling plays that made sense. But I'm sure you'll talk about it. So.
All right, go ahead, Dre. What are your helmet stickers?
So, I mean, I'm going to echo a lot of what Shelby said. I'm going to say with McCarthy, I mean, he's the only QB in the NFC North last week that threw multiple touchdowns with 0 interceptions. So that is I think a good enough claim to fame, and I'll take it. Van Ginkel, I mean, highlight, like watching him play is really great. I love having him back. I think he had a good game. And then both, honestly, like Hawkinson and Oliver they're the touchdowns. Like Oliver was wide open on both.
He had 2, didn't he?
He had 2.
Oliver
the guy
had 2.
who like no one's ever starting in fantasy ever, but somehow had like the best like fantasy outing on the team pretty much. And Hawkinson, like his like 2 receptions and the one being the touchdown, that's actually a strong touchdown that he had to score, which like he hasn't been doing very much this year.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, frankly, yeah, like I was surprised he scored that because
tackling everything. I said, look at him not going down.
No, I literally was like, look at him. He kind of like pushed through there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm good with that. And honestly, the Vikings defense, like AVG obviously had like the big pick, but then like Harrison Smith had like his pick. I mean, the defense just showed up. Like, and I think like that's the biggest thing. And like Flores is really showing his defensive mind, like how good he is in like being able to like discuss. Yeah, it's versus the Commanders, everything, but that's been something that we've been saying kind of all year, is that he's still a great defensive minded coach. And I think Eric Wilson, he's doing like so many great things, and he wasn't the start of the year. That's the wildest thing about it. He was on special teams, and like this year, and then almost every single game, like I'm tweeting out the same exact thing. Eric Wilson is a dog because he's making so many plays that like he's just doing so well. So that entire defense just played extremely well. Even like Ward hitting Ertz that bad. Like, I mean, I don't want any injuries on that, but like I don't think obviously Melissa, I want Ertz to get better and stuff, but it's just I don't think it was dirty. I think it was kind of like, yeah, you can't hit low, but it's also
I think if we're calling out Kirby,
no, because that's
similar.
What you guys do. He's a tight end, and you can't hit people in the head no more. So you got to hit his big ass in the knees. And they don't care about knees no more. Just put him out for about 8 months, or retire you. But whatever. That was dirty, right? If it's what we're gonna play, we're gonna use the same metric system you use for my boy Herb. He hit him low.
We were talking about it all over Twitter, like, and a lot of people were like, yes, it did not. It looked dirty, but like the issue, like you said, is it's not illegal. And that's the problem, is like you can't say that, you know, they can't tackle this way, they can't tackle this way, but then we're mad that this is dirty. It's like, it's just too gray. I feel really bad for, you know, corners and all of them, like, and linebackers, because it is getting so difficult to make tackles without it either looking dirty or it's a penalty. It's like
you can't hit.
You can't win.
Brian Branch get a flag every time he hit somebody with his shoulder.
Mhm.
Like, nothing no more. Like nothing but hit people in the knees and put them out for the season.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy. Crazy.
I think Steve's talking about Vikings fans maybe having hope. Quit doing this to yourselves.
I mean,
I don't know anybody that has hope. Let's make that very clear.
That's not true. There's I'm trying to think. Vikings Uncensored. Dave, he laid out a path for the Vikings making the playoffs.
I mean, there is a path. Yes.
Yeah, that's more just like, okay, cool. Like, if this happened, it's kind of showing us more, since I think, at least for me, it's like, do I have as much hope for our team? Not really, but it's more like, hey, cheer for the Browns, cheer for these people, because that gives you a little bit of like, oh, we could make it. But my thing is, if we make the playoffs, we're gonna fucking lose. So that's not really like something I want to happen. Like,
Hey, Skull Week 18. Skull Week 18. And we'll get there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Lions beating the Cowboys. Obviously, you definitely wanted that win, 7th letter. So hand out some helmet stickers. It's got to be Jahmyr Gibbs, right?
Yeah, I mean he the team. It's the Detroit Jahmyrs. Like, he got, like, that's all. That's the whole team.
I think Monty's looking good too, though.
You know what? That's the thing. That was one thing I was happy about. I always say, get Monty involved, slow the game down, play like we play, and we play like we play. And I want to get a helmet sticker to Amon-Ra St. Brown, our best player, because if you know he tore his leg up on Thanksgiving and he played with a hurt ankle and he had a pretty good game. It was against the Cowboys, who is a bum team, but and CeeDee Lamb got hurt, so that's another thing. He had 100 yards before.
Give a helmet sticker to the field.
He was busting out. When he hit his head on the ground and he started having his fingers like that, I think,
yeah, he was done after that.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. I wonder if he's out this coming week too.
I think
so.
Pickens hit his head on the ground when my man got hurt. When 12 got hurt, Pick dropped the ball and they like, yo, why he not finishing routes and all that? I think he was a little dizzy too. I think he was a little dizzy too. But I mean, I ain't want to win. It's the Cowboys. They suck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at least
I did want to win because I hate the Cowboys, but honestly, it was we ain't beat nobody. So
at least you didn't tie
But
them.
they've been having interesting games this year. Like
they have, but we've been beating the shit out of Eberflus for 3 years now, so we already know how they gonna play us. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the tools that the Bears had to keep it close, so we was gonna beat the shit out of Jared Goff.
How did you feel about that call? Now I can't remember because I was watching it at work, but they were like in the place to tie it, and then it was some call, and I literally was like, I gotta talk about this on the podcast. I can't remember.
The safety that they took away? That one? What else? It's another one.
No, I think it was like to get it. It was in the end zone, and they were like, no.
They gonna always try to cheat for the Cowboys, keep it close, but they couldn't. They got stomped out at the end. Ultimately,
I know, because it was close, and then after that, it was like you guys won like 14 unanswered, right?
As a Lion fan, you got to learn how to beat the cheat. It is what it is. You got to beat the cheat. If you play the Packers, if you play Mahomes, you got to beat the cheat.
Hey, Mahomes is on the precipice of missing the playoffs. How about that? That's crazy.
They had no business there last year.
Yeah, that's fair.
They had no business there last year, and they're worse. And Kelsey's old now. Like they ain't, the defense is still all right. I mean, as far as the pass rush, don't nobody blitz like them. That's the only team I ever met in my life. Every time they blitz, they get back there. Every time. Not me. Never. None of my blitzes ever work in life. My whole career in life as Lions fan. No blitzes have ever worked. Maybe 2023 when AG started blitzing the safeties. But other than that, never in life has a blitz ever worked. Ever.
Tell you what.
Another thing. I know you be talking about Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, ain't that Jalen Hurts booty?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
First
sitting
player
there
to
arguing
give
with
over the
him,
ball
like,
twice.
they like, yo, you got to blame the receivers. Blame the receivers. He has to do it. What are you talking about? My man
An interception and a fumble.
That was 3 interceptions in. He threw the game-sealing pick.
McCarthy has had better game the entire season than Hurts had on Monday.
Yo, they said that he could have spiked the ball 36 times and had a high five. He's a bum. I told y'all, I can't stand the Eagles, yo. It's like everybody else has been leading up to beating them. Like when the Packers played them, you see they ain't got no offense. When we played them, again, they ain't got no offense. That defense was stout. They got a lot of talent on defense. But if you keep them on the field and 3 and out, and they start wearing down, they regular. And I knew it. And y'all caught them at the right time because y'all was right. This was y'all Super Bowl. Y'all went in there, y'all whooped their ass, and then they went and lost to the Chargers. They kept it. Justin Herbert got sacked 7 times.
mm-hmm.
And they still lost.
He just came off surgery too. That was crazy.
He fucked up already.
If only the Eagles had like a running back to take pressure off the quarterback, like they would be very successful.
Like Saquon.
If only like that running that they had somebody like really good who could go for 100 yards, maybe knock off like a 50+ yard run and score a touchdown.
Yeah,
if only they had that. That maybe they could like hand the ball off to a player like that and maybe do better.
The only time Saquon was really ready to get busy, he got bit that long run he caught, and they did it out the tush push, and they just fooled him. You know what I'm saying? Like they garbage, man. Garbage. They had the easiest route to the Super Bowl ever. That was my Super Bowl right there, man. I could be the champ right now. Not even here, man. Like,
all right. Let's move on to week 15. Obviously, the first game of the slate for all of us, and looking at the Browns at the Bears. It's going to be chilly, like -20 wind chill. It's going to be cold. This is wild to me. The Bears are it's -7.5, 39.5 over under, I believe. So obviously, I think a lot of it has to do with the Browns defense, Bears defense. When you look at that, so I looked at it, obviously, doing my research for my Caleb Williams stuff. The Browns are first in passing yards allowed, 165.2. So they have a solid secondary. I don't know if Denzel Ward's going to play. I have to check and see. They have some of their defenses a little banged up. The Titans did win. But I went back and looked, and Cam Ward, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Right.
But Cam Ward is not Caleb Williams.
They shouldn't have won that game, though. That was some bullshit.
Yeah. They
Preach it, sister.
I already have people talking about, and you see on the network saying how Shadur Sanders is going to outplay Caleb. Bring all that noise, whatever. Hey,
I hope he does.
I hope he does too.
They did last week.
Please.
Okay.
This is content for days.
Versus the Titans defense. Okay. Well, so the biggest thing, obviously, is the Bears run game early. We are starting to kind of really assert ourselves, and we dominated against the Green Bay Packers against that vaunted defense in the second half. We wore them down. Your guy was on the sideline. He was so tired, and so we're gonna have to go against what's that?
What guy?
Oh, your guy. He must not be named. I'm not going to say his name.
I have no idea who you're talking about. I feel
guy.
like it's like this mystery thing that you're trying to like prove a point.
No, the defensive guy. That one guy. One guy.
Micah Parsons.
Oh, the guy
Yeah.
that like you're holding close to the chest.
Yeah, that guy. Something like that. No, there was no holding. I didn't see it. Refs didn't see it. So
I'm gonna send you 5,000 videos. No,
yeah. So obviously Cleveland has a 13th rushing defense. So obviously the Bears are gonna have to run early. I think obviously, looking at the 4,000 yards counter, Caleb Williams is only on track for 3,800. I'm all right if we win, but there's an opportunity if the Bears establish the run early, open up play action, open up some more passing lanes. This could be a DJ Moore game. It really could be. So I think there's a possibility that if the Bears attack the Cleveland secondary, that Caleb Williams could have a 250, 275-yard game that I've been looking for, maybe even a 300-yard game. We will see.
You think he's going to outrun Myles Garrett?
Oh yeah, just go the other way. Go the other way.
How about that?
So I'm worried about that. Absolutely. I'm worried about obviously stopping the Browns running game. Judkins is good. I think the other guy, the other running back is hurt.
Fast. Yeah.
What's that?
The little fast one.
Yeah, I think he's hurt. So obviously Shadur Sanders, an opportunity to get some interceptions, bait him into some tough throws, and I think Kevin Byard gets an interception or two. And Jerry Jeudy is such an interesting character. Like he does well, but then he disappears. So I don't know what to think of Jerry Jeudy. I've heard he's kind of a weird, interesting person. But there's an opportunity for the Bears to win this game. And obviously this is one that we should win. We're 7.5-point favorites. I do think I don't know if it's going to be that. Okay, here's his name. That one guy, number one. I'll just say that. Browns
number
win.
one in the pamphlet
here.
and
Like,
number
what,
one
why are
in
we
our
like
heart.
not saying Parsons is a name at this point?
I'm not saying his name. But I will say
Say
Myles
the
Garrett
name,
because
say
Myles
the
Garrett is
name.
better than that other guy. So
That's a fair statement.
Myles Garrett, possibly two sacks. But hey, I think Caleb Williams is going to escape, and I think the Bears are going to win here. I'm going to say that the Bears win 23-14 Bears on this one. So, all right, who's what are your thoughts, Trev?
Okay, first of all, the amount of this is another thing I need to push back on you, Andy.
Go ahead.
You keep going off how we lost to the Browns and the Panthers.
Yep.
First of all, you haven't played the Browns yet.
Yep.
Second of all, the Panthers are good this year. So stop saying stupid stuff online when you know for a fact that they're in a playoff hunt right now, okay? So I'll just push that to the side. And I think Shelby brought up a great point. I think Myles Garrett is definitely going to win Defensive Player of the Year if he keeps this up.
Oh,
that's not even debatable at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, okay? So I'm there. I'm not saying Parsons is going to do it. He should be in the conversation, but he's not going to get there because Myles is having an MVP-like season. The problem is Russ's team's hot garbage. I just hope, and I'm not going to pray to God about this, but I'm just saying, if the Bears lose, I'm telling you, think it was bad last week. We're coming in like a hurricane. It's going to be insufferable. You're going to delete Twitter or X, whatever it's called now.
Never.
But I'm just telling you right now, the Bears better win. Okay. You should win.
And we better win. Right.
You're a better team than them. But we will see, brother. And it's going to be a fun game to watch. My guess is on my TV, on all the channels that I get, we won't be watching that game because it won't be on because the Bears are no longer relevant. I mean, the Browns they're playing the Browns. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to predict the Bears are going to slightly win.
Oh, there you go. Come on. Okay? Let's go.
I'm going to that's where I'm praying I'm wrong.
Lose.
Okay. No, I'm not praying about anything about that. But anyways, I'm gonna go 16-13, and we'll go the Bears. But I'm hoping the Browns win by 20.
All right. What
I'm
about
just
you?
cheering for Shador Sanders. That's
Yeah,
That's fair.
just want him to.
it's his
prove
time to
himself.
shine, right, Shelby?
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Stefanski hates him, which is absolutely ridiculous.
But that's another reason why I want him to succeed. Like,
And I want Stefanski
it's
to get fired.
Here we
That's-
go. Shelby.
yeah,
If Bears lose, Shelby has to become a Packer fan.
I would rather die. So
What? I'm telling you right now, Shelby, your life would have been so much better if your dad had brought you to a Packers game. Just saying.
No,
Just
That's
saying.
nope.
Not much goes with yellow and green.
You
but,
have to remember the first game I went to was in 1998. So
in my life,
that's
that wasn't
the
that long
greatest
ago.
season. Yeah,
Ad ended in heartbreak. But all right, Shelby, are you going
It
with
did.
the Bears or the Browns this week?
I think 16-13 does seem realistic. I'm excited to watch Caleb Williams get sacked. I mean, Myles Garrett is only 3 away from beating the all-time record in a season. He could get all 3 of those just against you guys. That would be an amazing thing to watch. But I think that Caleb Williams is going to be running all around that field, and he's going to start getting frustrated and making stupid things. But like I said, my big thing is I think the way that Shador Sanders has been treated is bullshit, and especially after how do you take out your starting quarterback for a 2-point conversion after he got you guys in that position? So I just hope he does good and he continues to, do his thing, but I think that it's probably going to be Bears because, like Trev said,
All right.
you guys are the
Let's
better
go.
team.
Let's
you
go.
guys should fucking win.
I love this. Everybody loves my Bears.
No.
All right.
No.
Dre. You're on the Bears train. Come on, right?
So I'm excited to watch. I'm going to say, I think Myles Garrett's going to take the record from Jared Allen. But on sacks, I think that 3 sacks, I think, is willing to get. And, like I said earlier, defensive play of the year, there's no debate that he's going to get it. He's also, again, bigger, pretty much all in muscle than Parsons. Even if they hold him, that's not going to last as long as it did with Parsons. He is a monster on the football field, and
Crazy.
But when you look at the offensive side, I think they can make noise. I mean, the tape on Sanders, there's not much of it, so he can do some stuff. I think Harold Fannin could. He's been having chemistry, but I'll be slightly different from the other two, but not much. And I'll say Bears win 17 instead of 16-13.
There you go. All this Bears love. I love it. I'm taking it. All right, 7th letter. Come on.
I'm gonna say
that's even being generous.
The thing about a Jim Schwartz defense is they only rush 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a little bit messy out there for the pass game. Pretty good. I mean, if they can create turnovers on y'all, and Caleb don't turn the ball over a lot, but if by chance, because of the weather, there is some type of slippery ball action, I could see some inerrant throws and them getting some turnovers and it being a lot closer than it probably has to be. Ultimately, I think on offense, y'all got a lot of talent, but they also match up well defensively. Offensively, because you guys turn people over so much, I think that'll be the X factor to be in the Browns, and you guys get a couple of short fields and get out of there 17-10 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's defensively they're a tough matchup for you. It can get a little funny, especially if y'all not able to stop the run. They'll give Judkins that ball 25 times.
Yep, for sure.
So
Well, yeah, we got to tackle we didn't tackle Jacobs. I mean, we had a couple opportunities on that one of the last runs. We got to tackle. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I just looking Olamide Zacchaeus actually is dealing with a hamstring issue. He was limited in practice on Wednesday. I'm sure he'll play. So there's issues there. But hey, seventh letter. I know what you always say it. What do you say? You better win. We better win.
Should.
And if we win, we're at 10 wins. I said 11 wins. Who knows? 11 wins may not get in the playoffs, but if we get 10 wins, we're getting closer. All right, let's move on. Let's do the Vikings game here. They play the Cowboys. There may be a lot of injuries. All right, so I'm going to give this one to you first, Dre. What are some keys to the Vikings at the Cowboys in Week 15?
Take advantage of the really, really crappy Cowboys defense. like the one, obviously the one thing that was like really negative, obviously about like a blowout from last week, Jefferson, even though like as the good player that he is, didn't like have issues with it, but man needs to go out. Like we need like not tight ends to do stuff, like or even like running backs can like do a lot. Like just somebody needs to show that like our offense can do really, and the Cowboys defense is not good. So I think like that's arguably like one of the biggest things to do. Obviously, also keep going with those turnovers. We had like the 2 interceptions from last week, and I think one fumble recovery. Like that's some of the like most turnovers that we have had pretty much since the Bengals. What was that, week 4 or 5? Yeah, so we need to capitalize. I think keep the McCarthy just like he doesn't have to like even if we lose, like he doesn't have to have a great game. He just has to have a confidence building. That's the goal of anything for the like last week's game and then the rest of the games going. It's just keeping his confidence high, I would say. And so like he just has to have a good enough game, keep running it. Doesn't have to be complicated. I think that's how we can honestly win. Our defense has shown that we can play well. I don't know if CD's playing. If he's not, that obviously does make it a little easier. Pickens is good, but when you don't have to face both CD and Pickens, it's definitely easier. But I think I think that the Vikings on paper can win this, like just because our offense, if they can do what they need to do, they can win it. And honestly, the Cowboys defense is just that bad. Having said that, who knows like which offense is going to show up? And at this season has shown every time I kind of get a little bit happy, the next game is not great. So I can't even like really predict the score at this point for this one, but just because the amount of like randomness that could happen in this game is just extremely high. I feel. I don't know which Cowboys are going to show up. I don't know which Vikings are going to show up. So it's really hard for me really to fully buy into either team, honestly.
What about you, Shelby? Are you buying into the Vikings this week?
I was going to say the exact same thing in the sense of it really depends which version of us shows up. Because there has been some games this year where I'm like, oh, wow, like this is crazy. You know, this last week, the Bengals game was another game where it was like, well, even the Bears game, the first game of the season, like there was that fourth quarter was crazy. Or, you know, we could have the version of us that gets blown out or that JJ McCarthy throws 3 interceptions, you know, like that's the difference here. I think at this point, I care less about like, obviously, I want to win, but I just don't want to be embarrassed. That's my thing. Like, if we lose, I don't want it to be like this thing that's solely on JJ McCarthy, where it's like, it really does. It comes down to the confidence of him. Because if we're and say, this is our guy, we need to be patient. I just want him to be in games where it's not like weighing on him. I will say, though, it seems like Justin Jefferson did an interview where he was like, JJ McCarthy has been just trashed in the media, and the way that he's come back from that and like proven that, he's not letting it get to him and still performing. I think that that's great. I do want Justin Jefferson. I just want him to get over 1,000 yards this season, which, thinking about how the season's been, it's actually crazy that he's even there, but he really doesn't need that much left in the last 4 games. But yeah, the Cowboys this season, it's like they'll look really good for part of the game and then really bad for part of the game. So I think that this is 2 teams. The difference is that the Cowboys have been scoring still. Mm-hmm. So it's like their wins and losses, it's like these big scoring games, where us, it's like there'll be games where like both teams are only getting field goals. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to get embarrassed. It is Sunday Night Football in primetime every week this fucking season. Like, I'm like, every game I've watched, I feel like they're in primetime.
Yo, for no reason. It's
Jerry Jones.
I guess they're just everybody's watching.
I love Jerry Jones right now.
They do have the largest Thursday night, the highest rated Thursday night football game was them against us.
Said some JJ trash in the media, trash on the field. Ooh. JJ
fair.
McCarthy. Yeah,
completely fair. Everything that's been against him is warranted. That's not the issue. It's just like, it is unfortunate that he's a 22-year-old kid that's dealt with a lot of injuries. It's like, we can't sit here and expect this greatness, but if you go through my Twitter, I've been saying he's a fucking trash bum. So I'm one of the people. Oh.
He's young. So all right, so you are picking the Vikings?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
I felt that. I felt that.
So much confidence. Yep.
7th letter. Are you in on the Vikings this week?
Yeah, I can never go for the Cowboys. No, just simply because it's the Cowboys, and I saw that where they're weak, the Vikings are strong. They got good. They barely have any pass rush. So JJ and they corners suck. So JJ should be able to kind of pick them apart. If he was able to do that to that's both of them. They kind of the same defensively, except for the Commanders are older. The Cowboys are young and they trying to develop them and they garbage. So you should do pretty well against them, y'all. I hope y'all won.
All right, Trev, what about you? Are you going the Vikings, Cowboys this week?
Heck no. Cowboys are winning this game. It's not going to be close. Let's stop pretending that they're good. JJ McCarthy has 1 good week, then he has 3 bad ones, or he gets injured. Let's just be honest. Cowboys might win their division, everyone. I'm telling you right now, the way that Eagles are playing, the Cowboys could catch the Eagles, and that's what I think. Like, it's going to get close. It's going to come down. Ouch.
Also, how are they in the same division? Can y'all explain that to me? Because they're so far apart.
Shit, it used to be the NFC. It was they used to have the Cardinals in that division too.
Is that a leg crap?
Nothing in sports makes sense now with some of the groupings. But hey, let's. I'm actually going with the Cowboys this week. I think it's going to be like a 18-9 game or something like that. Just a ridiculous weird score.
A lot more scoring than that garbage game.
I don't know though. I think the Vikings, Flores, he knows what to do. He knows to kind of keep it tight. I don't know. So, all right, let's move on to your game, Trevor. This blows my mind. The Packers are a 2-point favorite going into the Denver with all of the elevation issues, all this, and with how good the Broncos have been. So give us some keys to the Packers at the Broncos. I know everybody loves to throw some love at the Packers. Go ahead.
No, I'm surprised too, Andy. Okay. The Broncos should be favored for sure. They're at home. I do not understand why that's happening, But in the last 4 games of the last 5 games the Broncos have played, they've scored under 23 points. So I understand that the Broncos have an amazing defense, but I think people are waking up to the fact that the Packers can play defense as well. Just in. I also think that because of all this attention that is going on, that Parsons hasn't had a holding call yet, there will be at least 1 or 2 this next week. And whether it's, I mean, they'll be legitimate for sure. So they should not be, my Packers should not be favored. But I think that everyone outside of Green Bay believes that the Broncos are going to win this game. And I think there's a realistic possibility that my Packers could shock the world and get the thing. And I mean, let's be honest. Wouldn't you guys be shocked if the Packers beat the Broncos this week? Yes or no?
No.
I would be not shocked, but
no, I'm not shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all if y'all lost because they got a good defense. But I don't trust the quarterback against y'all defense. You know what I mean? Y'all another team that has the ability to rush 4 and make it real cloudy out there for him. So I just think it's not a good matchup for the quarterback. Bo Nick's been all right, but
I feel
he's
like
mobile.
Love is going to be sacked like at minimum 5 times.
Yeah,
that defense is that defense. They've got the they have solid defense, and I think a lot of Packer fans, anytime, especially if there's a win after the Bears, they're like, oh, we're going to go in, we're going to blow out the Broncos, and you're overestimating the Broncos. They have the second ranked rush defense. They're only giving up 89 yards per game. Obviously, you guys rely on Josh Jacobs.
They have like the most sacks, isn't it? Like their first.
Yes,
and
they're going for the record.
The second is like 11 under them. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. Also,
that's the biggest concern, right?
Yes, and altitude is big. Like I mean, Denver's a little different, but when I did Idle, I flew in the night before, and we were in Aspen, and I was throwing up in the line. Like, if you're not used to altitude and you're going, I hope that Green Bay's going a couple days earlier. Are they going like a little earlier because of it?
They've got all that. It's a science now, right?
Oh, they better.
I would hope so. At least for you guys. Actually, no, I hope they fly in the night before.
Oh, my.
And they're all puking on the sidelines from altitude sickness.
All right, so
the Broncos are really good. The Broncos are really good, and I know no one's going to want to say this, but because why not say it? It's just fun. If we're going into Week 15, is this the Super Bowl matchup? Who knows? Let's pretend like it is. Let's just pretend. Let's play pretend, kids. Come on, we can do this, okay? And wouldn't that be nice? That's a Super Bowl rematch. We need revenge.
Is Bo Nix gonna do a helicopter then, or what?
Well, that's what I was wondering because that was crazy. 37 years old.
Who are the 2 people that they've lost to? The Broncos.
Oh, that's a great question.
I'll tell you right now.
They lost to the Colts and Chargers.
When the Colts were good.
Yeah.
And the Chargers.
The Chargers are good.
Good, yeah.
This was early in the season too, so like that was when they were like really playing.
Long winning streak now or something.
10-game winning streak, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
So
that means that they're probably ready to. Something's gonna happen.
What were you gonna say, Shelby? I heard it.
Anytime
in your heart, you want us to win. I get it.
It's a matter of time before it falls.
You know what that remind me of right there?
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas season. Remember this, on the Grinch, and he didn't have a heart, and all of a sudden his heart started beating. That little tiny heart that came out right there, for my Packers. It just made my day. Thank you.
I mean, I think that the Broncos need to lose a game though before playoffs. I think that it would be good for them to.
That's true.
All right.
So maybe it's against you guys. Who knows?
So you, Shelby, you're picking the Packers to win this week?
No, I'm picking the Broncos.
Oh, there you go. All right. I like that.
After all that,
Trev, you're picking the Packers.
I want to pick the Broncos, but heck, we're on a roll. And I'm going to go Packers win by 3.
Ooh, by 3.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
All right. What about you, Dre? Packers or
I'll say the Packers probably win it, but I mean mostly because I think you look back like when they lost to the Colts, like obviously they had Taylor who was like really doing well at the time, and then like you look at like the other ones that like the Chargers, like that was when Hampton was still playing well, and then like when they got close to even losing to the Giants, like that's when Scatterbo was still there. So it's like hard running backs that I think like Josh Jacobs is kind of there, and I think like that's where they can, if they have like that hard pushing, if Jacobs can show up, like I think he could make it a little bit. I think obviously their pass defense I think is good with Surtain there, obviously. And at this point, I mean, yeah, like Watson is obviously like wide receiver 1, but is he an extremely dominant wide receiver 1, or is he just the wide receiver 1 that's on the field? So like
okay.
But I mean, the Broncos defense is good. I'm not too trustworthy in their offense just yet. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to just say 2019 Packers, but
all right. These scores are crazy. Miles throwing out 35 points. The Packers are not scoring 35 points versus the Broncos defense. Get out of here. Get out of here. Packers 27-17. More realistic. All right, seventh letter.
27. Yeah, they got to score it like that. It's probably going to be
their all right, seventh letter. Packers or Broncos?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with didn't the Broncos beat the Eagles this year?
That's nothing to do with.
But the reason why I'm saying that they're not afraid of the Packers like that. You know what I mean? They can run the ball. They can cover those receivers. That's the thing with the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta they can get to the quarterback, because the thing about the Packers, they got these routes that they're real long developing. They ain't gonna have time to do that. It's gonna be a lot of back foot throwing. Micah Parsons is gonna be up and on there running for his life, so he's gonna be getting out the game a lot. I don't know. This is kind of, I wouldn't say it's a trap game because they only lost 2 games, but this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
All right.
I think the Broncos got more guts than y'all. You know,
they do.
I'm gonna more guts. Y'all kind of front runners in a sense, and Broncos, they ain't been there in a while, and I think this game is bigger to them than it is to y'all. And the Packers constantly play down to people.
I will also never ever root for a Sean Payton team to win.
When was the last? Oh yeah, we talked about. It's been a while. Write this down. I know Miles is listening. Green Bay Packers are going to lose 23-13 to the Denver Broncos, and this is going to start a string of losses. The Packers are not going to win a single game the rest of the season. All 4 losses. Write it down. This is going to start that trend. You have to see it. The Packers are going to miss the playoffs. You love to see it. They're going to lose this week. They're going to miss the playoffs. All right, Trev.
Listen, last week you both picked the Bears. Guess who was wrong? You guys. You guys both picked the Bears. So just saying.
I said the Packers win with 27-20.
No. I'm talking about 7th letter and Andy. Okay.
Yeah.
You both picked the Bears last week. So.
Yeah, man, you just got out of it. You just got out of it.
Who did?
They got all the way down to the 20.
You escaped. Thank you. Say that louder. Packers escaped. They escaped.
You escaped.
Ridiculous.
All right, so let's go on to the final game, and this may be a marquee matchup. This could be a solid game if the Lions do win this game. That could have playoff implications for us, for the Bears, for the Packers, for all of us. It's going to be a tough game, but all right, give some keys, seventh letter, to the Lions at the Rams.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you why we're gonna lose. All right. No. I'm gonna tell you.
Did you say that last
already
week?
know you're winning.
You said that
now,
last
just
week.
because you said that.
I'm gonna tell you why we're gonna lose. This is why we're gonna lose. So the only way we can score is explosive plays. Who's the best in the league against explosive plays? The Rams. The Rams are real good on first and second down, which will take away out
the Panthers.
Huh?
Unless it's the Panthers.
That's true. but they underestimated the Panthers and they got kicked on. You know what I'm saying? And remember I always say when the punks get tough, they hard to beat, ain't they? You know what I mean? They let all the people that all the role people start getting confident and that momentum shift, and people hard to beat. And Matthew Stafford didn't play well again. Now, I do think the game will be close because I think we found something last week where we got to get Montgomery involved. And they are right against the run. Yeah, they kind of a little bit better than we are, and we okay against the run. But I think if we soften them up with the run, they're not that good against the pass. It's just that they good on first and second down, and we ain't been good on third down. So the reason
Oh yeah, so the Lions are 10th in rushing defense, and the Rams are 11th in rushing defense. So yeah, You're right. Yep,
they're real close to each other. So in that regard, I think that they're not going to be able to run the ball on us. But we so hurt at cornerback, I just don't think that we can. If we get a good pass rush, maybe. But I just think that it's gonna be a close game, and they'll edge us out because they got a little bit more offense in the end. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams is playing real good again. Puka's just Puka. He's just amazing. I don't even know how he's so good. He don't have nothing. He's just strong and violent, and I think that's the only reason why he's able to be good. He's just a very normal wide receiver, but he be busting ass every week. I don't understand. I do not understand. He's not fast. He's not tall. He's just strong, and he run through tackles, and they block. And the way they play offense, I just don't think we got enough to beat them. So we're gonna lose by 3 points, 23-20, and unfortunately, we got to win the last 2 after that.
All right, Steve-O saying
45-17.
Wow. I don't
Man.
think a Dan Campbell team gets boat raced like that. That's crazy.
Well, haven't they been boat raced like that this season?
Who boat raced us like that, Shelby? Who boat raced us? We boat race people. We gonna boat race.
I thought that the Bears.
You gonna get boat race week 16. You just sit there and wait. You gonna get boat race. All right.
Already talking trash. All right, Trevor, are you picking the Rams or the Lions?
The Rams should win. I'm picking the Lions because I've been telling you for a long time the Lions are going to make the playoffs, and this is the road and the path to get there. They're going to make one of those last few spots.
All right.
Stafford is playing his old team.
I know.
A while, so he gonna bust out bad. And his wife tell him, he listen to everything his wife tell him. Remember, they booed our babies. He gonna go 700 yards with us, yo. Okay.
All right, Dre. What about you? Lions or Rams?
I'm gonna say that there's gonna be another return from the University of Michigan championship winning team's gonna come into Detroit and win with Blake Corum coming in, and
there you go.
I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna put out. It's gonna be close offensive. I think it's gonna be offensive. It's gonna go back and forth more than it won't. I say 3 points, 31-28.
Okay, high scoring game. Obviously, Vegas thinks it is as well. What about you, Shelby? Did you say the Lions are going to win?
No, I think that the Rams are going to win. I think the theme of the year for the Lions has kind of been like a win-loss situation. And the fact that it is against Matt Stafford, Puka's been killing it, and it's in LA. I don't know. The Rams are looking really good, so. I think that the Rams are going to win.
I also agree. I think the Rams are going to win. It's going to be like something maybe a 37-30 game or something like that. Crazy. But lots of implications on that game, on all the games this week. And obviously, at least all of us are still alive for the playoffs. All right. That's all that matters.
Yeah, 3 of y'all are probably.
No, hey, the Vikings are mathematically available.
Yeah.
You're more
And
positive
I'll
than
say,
we are.
like, it slightly annoyed me a little bit when I saw, like, the teams that are still in it, and they only showed up to the Panthers, and they didn't even show the Vikings. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But then also at the same time, I'm also having no hope at the same time. Like, we need, like, legitimately the most perfect scenario that actually make it. So it's like, I'll hope that happens, but there's like, if one or two things go wrong, it ain't happening. So it's like,
Already, if the Browns lose, we're out.
Yeah.
So it's on
and
you,
my
I
Bears
guess.
better win. All right. Lots of great stuff tonight. And obviously, we'll catch you, everyone, next Wednesday. We're talking about the next round of the Packers-Bears. Hopefully the Bears are in first place, and it'll be from first place again. But you can find me on NFL Outdated on Twitter, X, on YouTube, on the Instagram, on TikTok, Freezin #4 pod. Lots of great stuff. Trying to throw as much content on as I can on there. Not as much as Trev, but I mean, you're like the king of content here. And where can everyone find you, sir?
You can find me everywhere, RevTrevNFL, and literally I'm going live when this ends about the Chicago Bears almost won. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to send you guys personal links. Okay, you can come and watch it. It won't be long, but it's going to be good.
The escape. I got it. Hey, I got it. All right. Always glad to have you on, Shelby. Where can everyone find you?
Shelby Tweten on Instagram, Twitter X, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
And you still have some hope, and that's good.
Yes.
And what about you, Dre? Where can everyone find you?
Well, speaking of almost wins, the Vikings did not have it last week, so I could definitely come in this week and be happy. And I'm glad to do that, but I'm also glad to come here in losses. So glad to always come on. If y'all want to hit me up on X, Twitter, at Skullman Sports, love talking about it. So, yeah,
always a good time. And he's still the reigning. So obviously we're kind of jockeying for position. There's nothing official yet. Trev may tell you he's in first place. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But right now, it's the reigning champion. 7th letter. Where can everyone find you?
7th letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. And still, whether you like it or not, the king of the North, man.
All right. Lots of go ahead.
Wait, is my phone gonna die? Sorry if I'm glitchy. I don't know if my phone's gonna die. It is Christmas.
Oh,
well, there, and she's gone.
That was awesome.
You gotta clip that.
That was amazing. She was gonna say something good too.
Are we able to end like the Christmas Eve, like right before we end it, and then just be like, and then just end with that, and that's the end of the episode?
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, we'll catch.
It's gonna be good. We'll see you.
See you guys next week. Once again, it's the Freezin NFC North Podcast, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks again, everybody. Bear down.
Go Pack.